We are timer set. Episode 20, I believe.
What up? Now we go podcast. Big Uncle Zach Maslany, birthday boy J.M. Holland.
Yo.
Yeah, happy birthday.
Big
bro.
Mike Fauerbach.
Aloha.
Drinking a Kona.
Yeah,
Is that
Hawaiian
the
beer.
Nice, yeah, I like Kona, man. They got a cool lager, dude.
Yeah, it was
I
like a mixed
them.
pack.
Nice. So, dude, today is your actual birthday. I think, did we do the podcast on my actual birthday too, didn't we, or no?
Yeah.
I think so, right?
Yeah, we did.
I went out to dinner later and shit, yeah.
What happened?
That's cool,
Sorry,
man.
I was looking at your can, dude. That's a cool can.
Yeah,
Yeah.
the beer's really good. I like
Yeah,
all
no.
of them. They
Kona
have
has a bunch of
ale,
good ones.
yeah.
What are those?
Kona?
It's Hawaiian for
Yeah.
beer.
They have like a mixed pack that I got.
Oh, cool. Nice. That looks
So, how does it feel to be
31?
Yeah.
31, you young buck, you.
Yeah, I guess. Yeah, no, I got a good substantial time. I'm excited. 31.
Lots of chime. We're just before the podcast. We're just getting ready to. We always. It's cool that we do this. I mean, we are a little bit fired up on Monday mornings, but it's cool we do this because we always get to break down like stuff we got coming up and we're trying to do too. So, I'm really excited about the future, man. It's dope. Another birthday, another day.
It's
know what I
crazy.
mean? Just keep it moving.
Yeah, starting the Monday off slathered.
Yeah.
Slather, dude. That freaking thing. What did it say?
There it is right there. Get it. Yeah, they make these. So in Pennsylvania, if you guys don't know this, school you guys on some marijuana laws. But in Pennsylvania, there's medical, but for some reason they don't allow. They'll sell you like dabs and like distillate,
Yeah.
but they won't sell you a joint for some odd reason, and they won't sell any edibles because they say, oh, they're gummy bears. They look like candy, so kids will eat them. So
That's why?
that's one. Yeah, that's the main reason. Yeah. That's why it gets shut down in a lot of states, even though we have medical, and even though you could buy like an eighth of distillate or like 3/8 of distillate and just get geeked out of your mind. You know what I mean? But you can't buy a joint. But even though this joint is super powerful, because you'll have to read the.
Yeah, it's funny. Made us laugh. Top shelf cannabis infused with crumble, slathered with distillate, and rolled in Keith. It's amazing. That sentence is amazing.
I thought at first when we were walking down the steps when you said that, I first thought slather was a new.
Yeah.
Like there's shatter,
Yeah.
there's
Yeah.
gumdrop, there's crumble, there's yo dog, you got crumble. I'm like, what?
Dude, I was off the Stillets last night. It was crazy.
Distillate.
Yeah,
right?
distillate, dude.
Or distillate. Yeah.
Distillants.
I was standing outside of, I forget where, I was outside of some tournament in Cali. Maybe it was Ultimate Outwears. I was hanging out with shout out to 10 Planet Poway, 10 Planet Black Belt, Eddie Bravo Black Belt, Kevin Burbrick. And Kevin's a man. He's taught a seminar at our schools, main event at the finish tournament, all around dope dude, tall, redheaded kid, and he's the man, dude. He's got a really weird style, And I remember the first time he's like, oh man, I'm like, what do you guys want to? Everyone's going to smoke. Let's go outside or whatever. And he's like, yeah, we got some distillate. I'm like, what? I'm like, I don't know. I like the sound of that,
Yeah.
but it sounds crazy. Imagine if you went in a time machine back to like the 70s when guys were smoking like Northern Lights, still a good strain, but like you'd be like, hey man, check out this syringe with this stuff that we're gonna smoke. They'd be like, what the fuck,
Dude,
dude?
you put
I'm
this
not
in your
doing
eye,
that.
dude.
Yeah.
Just put it. You ever see like the guys that do like if you ever seen the movie Pitch Black, the one dude's like doing like morphine through his eyeball.
Yeah.
Ugh.
It's like, what? That's like space shit.
That was always like in high school. There'd be the dudes who were doing acid. Then another one's like, he put liquid acid in his eyeball.
What the fuck, dude? Like, what are you doing?
I did a shitload of acid in high school.
Yeah, I wouldn't put it in I would never mess with my eyes on
No.
anything like
No.
that. Just because it's like my eye. You know what I mean?
I don't
Like
think
I get people shoving stuff up
pretty
their
intense.
butthole and all that crap. But
Yeah, that's cool.
I look at like
I get it. It's not my bag, but
doing acid. I don't think I would do acid as an adult. Like I feel like it was super heavy back then, and I don't think I would. I like mushrooms and stuff like that,
Yeah.
and I would do DMT and ayahuasca, but there's just something about acid that was very chemically and dirty when I did it.
yeah, that's what I was gonna say. Like acid to me seems like when you take it, you would see like computer screens in the Matrix. Like, do I want to see that, or do I want to see like the moon and like a tree morph into like an elephant or something?
I never had a
That's
good
what I would
time
rather
on
take.
it.
Yeah,
I did it probably
rather-
like 6 or 7 times.
It's never sounded like a good time. Anytime
Nah.
I've heard someone doing like a crazy acid story was on accident.
Oh, I fell
know what I'm saying? Like-
I fell in a river. It was awful.
Who's the guy that pitched a no-hitter on acid?
Oh yeah, that's right.
That's a sick story.
Yeah,
Yeah, I wonder if like low grade acid is the same as how edibles feel.
I don't know, man. I don't know. All this stuff, like I just every time I look at something, if I ever saw something, I'd be like, man, I don't know, man.
Is that even still around?
Yeah, I'm sure. I'm sure you could really
Get some
look
low
into
grade
it,
acid at the bus station.
Joey Diaz.
Yeah, yikes. Yikes.
What a weird time. How
Yeah.
dumb
Did the
was I
church.
that young to be like, nah, it's a great idea.
Yeah.
Maybe your parents are coming home. It'll last 12 hours.
That's brave, dude. I wouldn't step up to that probably. I'm scared of that.
I have no clue why I did it. Like, I
Yeah,
don't know.
weed stuff. I feel
Did it a
like
bunch.
I would just, I was always into that because I never heard any really bad stories. I've seen people get really
Yeah,
stoned.
we never had
We've told
problems smoking
stories,
weed.
and people just. I figured like, yeah, man, I'll just stay with that. I remember Bill Cooper said that to me one time outside of
Billy.
EBI. His uncle told him. He said, "Hey, Billy, stick to the green stuff.
It's
You'll be
true.
fine."
The only time
Yeah.
we got in trouble was when underage drinking. It was every time we stepped out of, like, we couldn't get weed, and then we'd try and get other shit, and then if we did, we always got in trouble.
Yeah.
Like left up at the pipeline and fucking like it was never. Cops always come and like I feel like the cops didn't care because we were smoking weed at my buddy's house a lot and the cops never showed up. So when we were
Yeah.
drinking.
It's only if some Karen next door
Yeah.
decided to call and was like, "Oh, those guys are having way too much fun."
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I'm calling the cops.
That definitely happens too much.
Yeah, and then the cops are like, and then they got to come deal with it. So what's new in the conspiracy world? Not much, right? Not too much going on.
I was just thinking.
No,
I was
it's been
just,
calm.
my bike gonna be alright up there, right?
Yeah, you're
I'm nervous.
good.
I was looking at the
You're
keys.
good.
I'm like, oh shit.
You're good.
No, it is. It has been calm, but not. I mean, they're just, the debates are. I guess they're starting up. It's comical, the whole thing. I'm just, I saw there was a huge Trump flag on the way into Nazareth.
yeah.
You saw that?
They're everywhere.
Yeah.
I saw
yeah.
one Biden sign in Bushkill, which is very surprising. I was going through back ways because the bridge was out. And
What a legend that guy is. That guy used to do. He used to be able to park in his yard when Nazareth Speedway was around, and he would
yeah.
He'd probably make a lot of money, $5 for parking, and it was right.
Yeah, because it was the overflow.
He's the same guy that has a huge trunk. You know what I mean? That's sick.
He's got a flag and a double stand.
I dig it.
Yeah, a lot of those going around.
I saw. So that's what.
Yeah,
that's
no,
one
it's
way to
serious
get
because
rich.
people will fuck with it.
Oh yeah, for
Like
sure.
on 611, there's a Trump sign I saw that was like, it had like devil horns on it and like
Yeah.
a big X through his name. It's like Jesus.
Yeah, well,
I don't
you
think
saw-
anybody's really
You
touching
saw
the
that
shit in Bushkill.
stupid ass news thing where the two women ripped a Trump hat off a kid.
Yeah, I didn't watch that.
Yeah, I didn't watch it either.
I didn't like how the lady was like, "Go get your hat"
Yeah,
to the
yeah.
kid. I'm like, "That's a kid, dude. Like, you go get his
Oh,
hat."
she said that. I didn't even
No,
watch it.
I watched
but-
like half
Yeah,
of it
yeah.
when she started doing that because like you're actively trying to put your kid in a fucked up situation. So you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, why is the kid even involved in that? Like,
That's just. It's then maybe that one was just all like. Just everybody's like, nope, I'm gonna fucking yell Trump in these guys' faces. Everybody's
and
fired
then people
up,
were
dude.
sharing when they got arrested. It was dumb. I didn't pay attention to that at all.
Everybody's super.
I know all about it, though.
A lot of people are still super fired up. A lot of people
Yeah.
are still super fired up. But yeah, the
I
one
got
thing,
fired up when that dude, the dude has equality on his shirt, and then he said,
Yeah, what was that all
He
about?
said, "Bitch ass white boy," like he mouthed it. It's like, all right.
I don't even know that. I didn't see that.
No,
one
it was a basketball player.
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah.
I was fired up when Biden said that they would do a 3-month mask mandate and
Yeah.
they would shut down
Yeah.
if they had to again.
Yeah, I don't vote, and I would definitely register to vote.
Yeah,
and
that's
like,
bad.
if that's serious, and like he keeps saying that, I will vote. I don't vote. I will vote against him for only that reason.
Yeah,
like, go
so-
fuck yourself. What
I know,
else are
like,
you gonna do?
I know like probably 7 or 8 people who never voted ever.
Yeah.
And they're like in their 30s and they're coming out the box.
Yeah,
this
there's a lot
time
of people
because
coming
they
out the
heard that
box.
and they're like, dude, no way, I can't.
And I don't
know.
even know if he really would do that, but I think he's trying to grab that Karen vote. And I think there's way more people that'll come out to vote against that mask than people that are going to be like, oh, dude, I almost took some lady's head off out here. She came out of the salon. I was packing my car up to go to my parents' house, and she's on the phone, and her kids. She stops with her kid, and the kid's like, "Mom, let's keep going." And she goes, "No, it's rude to walk by people not wearing a mask."
Oh, whoa!
And I turned my head,
crazy.
and I was like, I looked at her, and I was like, "What?" Like mouth, like I'm just like, "What?"
I would get away from that person so fast, like they
I
wouldn't
did.
even I would be like,
if she didn't have her daughter there, because then what happened is she walked away and it registered, and then I saw her go into the birthright, and then I made a U-turn and was going to confront her.
She went into the bar?
Yeah, and then she walked across the street then with her kid, not at the crosswalk. That's okay, but wear a mask. And I just like drove by, and it stopped everything. It could have went. I really just wanted to tell her to fuck off, but her kid was there, and I was like, "Do you really want to like go through this and be this pissed off the rest of the night?"
The mask thing bums me out.
I was pissed for like 2 fucking days. I was like, "What a fucking cunt!"
The fact that he said that, though, man, the fact that Biden said that is insane.
Yeah, it's totally insane.
Like, did anyone not hear that? Like,
Yeah.
okay, so you want? I mean, some people are still.
No,
with
I
that,
don't
though.
even.
Some
I
people
can't
are still
even
with
listen to that guy talk.
Yeah. If anyone like hits up our school and asks us about like, masks or social distancing or anything like that, I just have Andrew Jones block him immediately. I go just block him.
Yeah.
We don't need that guy.
Yeah, they could be investigating too to just start trouble.
Dude, that's
Who
not
knows?
even that. It just messes with what we're doing.
Who knows?
It takes
dude?
attention away from what's important, and that's training hard.
I saw an old
Doing
lady in
our job.
Wegmans not wearing a mask, and I was like, "Good for you." Just browsing around.
Well, we went to shout out to JP or JP. I mean, shout out to JP Davis. What up? But also shout out to
Man, that guy's awesome.
yeah, JP. But I mean,
Solid
PJ
save.
Wheelhands
Yeah,
is what I meant to say. But
we tried.
shout out to PJ Wheelhands. We went there to hang out, and they did have to do. And I get why they did this because it's if the health department comes in, they're gonna fucking jam it up their ass. But no one can sit at the bar. They
That's
took all
awful.
the beers off. And then they had a table of 6, no table, nobody on the side, and then another table of 6. So we had like 12 people there or whatever, 15 people. And we could get up and walk back and forth, though no one said anything to us, which was cool. I saw a couple people walk in with no masks. You know what I mean?
It's crazy.
Or like real
Yeah, we
low.
were
Like real
laughing
low.
about it, yeah.
That one dude walked in and he had it around his ears and he had it like down here, like underneath his chin. He was like on the phone. He's like, "Yo, what up?" We were just like, that shit cracks me up. But you know what, man? That woman going into the birthright then after that, which is like a brewing place, like you must not be that worried. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
If you're going into, oh my God, I'm so worried, but I got to pick up a
She
six
had her
pack real
mask
quick.
on, and then when she was outside, she took it off to be on the phone. And then when she was crossing the street, she was on the phone. So I was like, "Yo, you were just being a fucking asshole." Like, I don't say shit to you. I'm not going, "What are you wearing your mask for?" You don't fucking, I just walk by me. Great. You want to wear a mask? Go ahead. You're uncomfortable? Great. Your kid passes out. That's on you. But don't fucking say shit to me. You're just starting bullshit. And that's all the fucking people burning shit down and all the other annoying shit because they just, ugh.
What a crazy
Ugh.
mask debate. You know what I mean?
Masturbate. Dude.
Yeah, remember that one? These people
Seriously.
just out here masturbating.
Out here
you know what I mean?
masturbating, dude.
That's it. That's how it is. Yo, how about this one?
I see that everywhere now. We started talking about that,
masturbate?
and now everything. So many things are masturbating to me.
Yeah, it's true.
I'm like, that's masturbating.
Yep.
That's
true.
how I just trick myself into doing like hard shit. I'm like, don't sit down and do nothing. That's masturbating. Get up.
Yeah, do something.
You know what I mean? Go
Yeah.
do something.
Yeah.
You know? I try.
Yeah, I mean, I was working on random shit all weekend, really.
But it's
I mean,
scary.
really, but not.
It's scarier now because you got to deal with masked people, and I don't go a lot of places now.
Yeah,
you know?
nah. Yeah, it's weird. That is one thing that sucks. Like, I don't know. I feel like it's weird in our little circle where don't have to really deal with it as much. Like, I haven't been in the grocery store. I mean, maybe I was in like the past couple weeks, but I haven't been to the grocery store. I try to avoid the gas station as much as possible because every time I go to the gas station and just buy dumb shit anyways.
Yeah.
So I'm like, all right, I'm trying to avoid all that shit and just buy whatever I can.
It's
from these,
annoying.
like,
I went
online
to.
markets or
I don't want to go out anymore. I went to the or the indoor thing at Easton, the public market yesterday. I wanted to get a sandwich from Sailor and Company. I'm going to talk to him about coming on the podcast. And I went in and like the farmers market's it's just ruined. It's like you're not allowed to sit in there. You're not allowed to eat there. There's plastic shit up everywhere. There's barriers. You got to wear a fucking mask. Anybody who wants to eat food has to go outside. And I'm like, it's not the same. And it just sucks. I was like, I'm good. I'm good on going there again.
It bums you out.
Yeah, it does. But as soon as we were outside, totally fine. We were back to normal life. Get the fuck out of here, dude.
Yeah. It's just the whole. Now everything's like harder to get. You know what I mean? Like, I don't know.
Shout out to the Social Still. I went there with my wife the other day. That place was dope.
I've yet to go there.
Dude, it's good. They got a lot of good food there. What I was gonna say is, how about I forgot. We were talking about UFC maybe before the podcast.
Yeah.
So Frankie Edgar, that was a dope fight. But is Roy Jones really fighting Mike Tyson?
I didn't know they pushed it back. They were supposed to do it in September. Now they're not.
That's not gonna happen, right?
It's hard to get guys to fight right now. I know Lomachenko got some. He had to give up a portion of his purse to meet this guy's. Because they came at him with a number. He said it's not high enough to fight Lomachenko. This other dude, I don't know his name. And then he said, well, now they gave him that number, and then he's like, well, I need this to do it. You know what I mean? So he one-upped them. And then Lomachenko gave him that. It was like an $800,000 difference gap to the next thing, and he gave it to him so he would fight him.
Damn.
Out of his purse. That's how bad. That's awesome. That's a baller move. It's like, yo, I'll give him my money to fight me.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
That's happened a bunch of times.
That's the highest level.
Remember?
That's what you got to do.
What happened to? Didn't Kevin Gastelum lose money one time for smoking weed, and then someone else got the bonus or whatever, and they ended up giving him some of the money or something like that?
Who was that?
Dude, guys have gotten robbed because of weed in UFC. Bad.
Well, look at Diaz. They fucking kept him out for like 2 years.
Pat Healy.
Yeah, he lost like 150,000 or like 300,000 or something.
That's so insane.
It was a serious payday. He lost a lot of money. That might have been during like the sponsor days.
Yeah, I don't remember.
He was insane at 55.
Fucking stupid, dude. You know what I mean? But unity, the finisher's ring, baby.
That is cool.
Yeah, it's dope.
Shout out to Sbrocchi.
Sbrocchi,
yeah.
Could be Sbrocchi.
Sbrocchi.
You know, my guy.
Sbrocchi. Right there, yeah. Shout out to these guys. Dude, check that out. It says, you can't really see it, but it says finishers on the side. It says 10 Planet on the one side. We're going to be giving these out to the winners of the finishers tournament. And there's one. There's a female one, too. But if anybody wants to buy one, slide into the DMs. Any one of us just hit us up. We'll hook you up. Right, they're going.
Yeah, he sponsors the show now.
Yeah, so I'm pumped up for that. So I'll bring these with. I like wearing them, man. I like wearing them, dude. Put that shit on. It's fashionable.
Let's see if I can make one for my toe. I like a good toe.
Yeah, I want to give them out. It's different. I want to give them out for the finishers tournament.
Dude, that'd fuck your foot up. That's sharp edges.
Yeah. Kick someone in the face. Kick their fucking eyeball out, though, if you did. So I am working on the tournament. So update on the
fucking eyeball.
Update on the local fights and everything. There's no fights going to be going down in Pennsylvania for a long time, according to several matchmakers that I spoke with that will remain nameless. But where did CFFC happen?
Philly.
In Philly?
Mm-hmm.
So it just seems like a lot of local cards and stuff just aren't going to happen. CFFC got dough. They do make a little bit of money. They're on Flow Combat, so I mean they were able to get it done. Did James Gonzalez fight again? That guy's a beast. Finishers champ. Remember he just I don't know if he fought again. Looks like
he's been doing really well.
Yeah, it looks like Sabatini's. Who's going to UFC? I did see that somebody, Bill Algeo, right?
I saw Joe Selecki choke the guy out.
Yeah, Joe Selecki, dude. I
had a match at him with Purple Belt.
Yeah. One time, JM was going against Joe Selecki. He just scored he just shot for a single, tried to put his arm behind the back and then somehow got the guy's back and just climbed on his back and the dude was standing and he just literally was like a monkey on the guy's back for maybe 2.5 minutes and then just fucking rear naked choked him from standing. You know what I mean? The dude's a beast. What weight is that?
55.
55? That dude's a beast. One time we were at a good fight or whatever. I just was going through some old footage too. I don't have this one on video, but one time we just, for some reason, nobody was in our weight, so we had to face some fucking huge guys. I remember the first guy you jumped triangled. Remember some cool, big-headed... big head, bald white guy, juiced dude. These guys were the guy's fighting at 55 in UFC, so he probably weighs around 170. So I don't know why we're in that division. But then he went against Joe Zielecki, and I think you had him in a calf crank, and the ref was like, right when you were going to grab his leg, the ref goes, no calf cranks. And he goes, what? And then the guy just keeps going and gets a position. We're like, what the fuck, man? You know how many times that's happened to us, too? Like, right, like the guy's like, the ref's just standing there, and you're like about to submit the guy, and he's like, no calf cranks. And you're like, what? And then he's like, you know what I mean?
Yeah, refs get involved in your match.
Should have just fit, you know.
But it's part of it. It's fun, though. It's the story of it. You know, I'm glad I didn't, like, you know, I get to fight. Like, that guy was like, I think he beat me, and then afterwards he came up to me, he's like, dude, he, like, shot for a single early, and I let guys shoot singles sometimes, because I got good balance from there, and like, he was like, dude, you got really good balance. Like, I was like, oh, shit, you noticed that? That's awesome. But I was like, okay, I got good balance from single. Like, it was a good match.
What about then there was the one that you had against, they would always rip us off against the guys from Lloyd Irvin.
Yeah,
And,
that sucked, dude, fighting those guys all the time.
I had multiple, Zach Maslany v. Lloyd Irvin Twitter beefs, dude. I had a couple of beefs with Lloyd Irvin, and I kept it even classy. I even kept it classy because I could have, just Googled Lloyd Irvin. I don't want to allege a whole bunch of stuff against him. You don't even have to allege it. Just go online and search it. But anyways,
crazy.
Me and Lloyd Irvin had a couple Twitter beefs, but one of them was because and the kid did tap me out one time after I had like 11 matches and then tried to heel hook him. He got me in a Kimura. What's the guy's name?
Jameel Hill?
Jameel Hill, yeah. He's like one of the best black belts in the world right now. He's a black belt, right?
Yeah.
I wonder how old is that kid? Like 20? He's got to be
Might
young.
be 25, 24.
Yeah, maybe. I thought he was even younger than that. But anyways.
Yeah, he might be younger than that.
He was like a teenager when he was like literally a teenager, and I was like 27. And I was like, fuck, dude, this guy's jacked, I had one match against him. I had like a whole day of competing. And then I just went in the 18. I was already I was already over 30. He Kimura'd me when I was like 30. But I was murdering the 30 to 39-year-old division because I just turned 30. And I went in all those divisions. That's the one day where we had you went against Cummings in the one thing, and then you went against like 5 other dudes.
Yeah.
And then the one guy who was in ADCC, and then I don't know, I must have been in a division, like a weight division above you or something, where I went against Jameel at that one. But then you went against them at that one, and they totally robbed you, and the guy was like, time, and then he still throws an arm bar, and you're like, what the fuck?
Yeah, I had my arm in a sling.
How many times did they, you're like, how many times, did that happen to us where we were about to do something, and they would just, you know what I mean, have to like pull some shit. I mean, they did it on Grace a couple times too. No electric chairs. What? Oh, give him they give him like a different position back there, dude. I have some on our YouTube, or on my YouTube. I have some really old Grace matches too. I'm gonna start posting up from the Finishers Archives that are pretty dope. Where she hits like a hip bump triangle is pretty sick. Like there's some, she hit like everything, dude.
Dude, I remember like, man, I can't tell you how many times Grace has just pulled stuff off like right in front of me where I'm just like, can you believe this shit?
Yeah,
like, I'm such an asshole to people when Grace is fighting because I'm like, look at this. Like, you know what I mean? Like, not an asshole, but I don't know, man.
It's tough. Some people too are like,
it's just all that work, that. It's crazy.
Yeah, they don't want to. I mean, now they
kept us humble. They did us a favor.
Yeah.
I'm glad we had those close. We know what and Jameel knows. He remembers us if he sees us. You know what I mean? Like, what's up, Mike?
Nothing. I'm high and had to take a deep breath.
Yeah.
I like listening to these stories.
That's
it's your
huge.
birthday, man.
Oh, thanks, man.
They're great. They're great stories. I don't have stories like this.
There's a ton of them. How about I remember just taking my friends to like Nagas and stuff, like my high school friends, and just like triangling some huge guy, and then like a grown. He was probably like 40 years old, and he had but he was like a manly man. He had a huge beard. He was jacked, and I was like 18 or 19.
That's so crazy.
You know what I mean? And went down the Wildwood, and I like triangle this guy, and everyone's like, "Holy shit!" Like, JM choked that guy. And then the next match, I'd get some guy with like some crazy pro MMA fighter. I'm still a kid, and he's got like a spine tattoo of like a spine. Like it's huge though, and he's like jacked. He looks like he was a scary looking guy. He had like a blonde mohawk.
Video game.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I like fought. I didn't get tapped, but like I lost. But all my friends saw me go with 6 minutes with that guy.
Well, nowadays the way grappling tournaments are is never going to be the same. I mean, the Finishers tournament's going to keep it going. No, I'm just trying to locate some venues. But like, dude, we're Grappler's Quest and Naga. Like nowadays, even those tournaments, you look at them and there's like usually one good guy in the advanced division. He just, one good guy that's like on our level type, super fight type guy. and just goes in there and just like fucking fillets like 6 dudes. And it's like, all right, you know, but a lot of guys don't, you know, some guys don't want to go in it anymore because there's a chance they could lose. You know, it's like a weird thing.
Well,
like
people talk shit on Naga and stuff, but like that's where everyone was at.
Right, but back in the day, bro, they were like legendary divisions.
Khabib did Naga.
Yeah, I know. They were like
Gordon Ryan, Mickey Gall.
All those guys.
Everyone does that shit.
Yeah, everyone had to do Naga. All the Grapplers Quest, Jeff Glover,
like,
Bill Cooper.
Like that's why I never really got down with IBJJF because like they just looked down on all those grapplers.
And well, all those grapplers too, you had to deal with you had to always deal at Naga Grapplers Quest, you always had to deal with a slew of different type of grapplers. Yeah. You're not just going to have like a guy who's a jiu-jitsu guy, because that would be beautiful if you just had a guy that would just kind of like not some jacked fucking maniac. It's just you and a guy just going back and forth moves. That'd be awesome. But you're going to get some guy who wrestled in college who's just not trying to do jiu-jitsu at all. Then you're going to get some guy who's got his shirt off and underwear, and you got to fucking wrestle this guy somehow, and he's all sweated up and stinks like shit. Or somehow, you know what I mean? Or somehow you get like a guy who was like just a leg lock guy. That's it. Like the IBJJF, they never had to deal with that shit. You get one dude who's only going leg locks. That's it. You know, like I had some crazy matches at all those, and we would go in every time Naga came around to Jersey, he'd be like, all right, we got to go fight everybody and see what happens. You know, remember that one when we were on the heavier divisions and the guy, I triangled the guy, he just picked me up and slammed you, and then like, but even look, Thor went and did it. Everybody went and everybody won those matches. You got to go and do it. But I'm telling you, the finisher tournament is going to bring shit back where people are going to start remembering. Like even now they talk about it, like, you know, a lot of the people who go into super fights and stuff are the guys that we pick from the open, you know. And now with nothing going on, if we could just find a freaking venue, dude, me and JM would make a ton of money. You know what I mean? Plus we'd have an awesome tournament. You know, it's just everything's shutting us down because can't make any moves.
Everybody's wings are clipped right now.
Yeah. So, but I mean, looks like some tournaments are trying to do it, but dude, we could literally move the mats down. Maybe we just have one in Maryland or something. We just got to find someone to find me a venue, you know. And I am working on the combat jiu-jitsu. I got my boy Frank Dukes down in Cocoa Beach working on a venue for us so we can go down there and
even like if we do the open,
jiu-jitsu.
I'd probably want to do like ADCC rules divisions or something. That'd be cool.
Yeah,
like,
we could do that too.
We could do, because if there's no Grapplers Quest anymore, like Naga's awesome. They got their own rules.
Naga just
because they give points for submissions,
right? Yeah.
And it's like, you know, that gives the submission guy a chance.
Mm-hmm.
Before it was just points for wrestling, and then the jiu-jitsu guys are like, yo,
right,
make it a little bit.
Yeah.
They have to. Naga has to cater to people a little bit because it's coming from
all directions.
Yeah. There's like sambo guys in there. I've seen Gary Tonin go against Rustum at Grapplers Quest.
Mm-hmm.
Those were insane. I've seen all kinds of shit go down. Keenan fighting guys. Like, remember Max Bonahan?
Yeah,
that guy was his tank. Like, savage.
Then they would have like a middle area. Like, everybody was competing. So they have 100 people, 150, 200 people competing. And then in the middle, they would just be like, all right, under 150, if you already signed up, anyone could just go and sign up that morning. Under 150 for $1,000, over 150 for $1,000, or 150 to 170 for $1,000.
It was sub only, but it was sub only, right?
Yeah, it was sub only. No time limit, I think, right?
It was like real, but it was new at the time. Like, not everyone wanted to do the sub only. Like, everyone was like it's hard enough to do a grappling tournament, right? Where it's grappling. You know what I mean? Like, guys wrestle because they're not getting their foot snapped off after a match. They're not getting their fucking arm broken. You know what I mean? Like, you can wrestle every weekend. Jiu-jitsu, you might get fucked up for real. Like, more than not, you're probably like, if I know I'm going to a jiu-jitsu match, I'm probably gonna get fucked up if I lose. Like, I have to win or I'm gonna get fucked up.
Yeah,
you know what I mean. That's where.
Well, I didn't even think of that.
That's what you're going into a submission-based tournament versus like a more wrestling-heavy tournament. I'm not as scared as a wrestling tournament. If I want to, all right, we're gonna wrestle. You want to wrestle? Let's wrestle. Let's wrestle.
Or points, yeah. Or points where the guy may never even attempt a submission on you.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, I forgot what my original point was, but there's people that they're scared to do the regular tournament.
Yeah. If it's submission only, no time limit, you're going to get tapped.
The guys that do the regular tournament are scared of the submission only. Mm-hmm. It's like the submission only like narrowed it down. Like, your expert division was like 8 guys, and the one IBJJF guy did it, and he won the whole thing, but he didn't come with us to the sub only one. You understand what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. He just took that win and that points thing and bounced. We did both. I think I got like 4th or something. maybe second. I don't know.
You got
Dude,
second in the regular division against Mark Ramos. Or whatever.
Holy shit. Yeah.
And then
Yeah.
I went in the I got disqualified in the 30 to 39 for going for a toe
For the
hold.
belt.
The fuck,
That would've
dude?
been a belt,
I beat
too.
like 6 guys in a row because the guys were a little bit older than me, and I felt like I was just like a speed demon on that shit. Then I went in the sub only one. And then I beat the first guy from Jungle Gym, Triangle. That's the one they spelled my name wrong on fucking
Yeah,
YouTube, so it
Mahjong,
never
it
comes
sucks.
up. Like I'm an Asian guy. And then I went against Rodrigo Ranieri, who was like a black belt already at the time.
That was crazy.
And I had him in some shit. Like I had him in some good moves. I hit the stomp on him, tried to sweep him, and then he just got me in a guillotine. And then I wasn't wearing a mouthpiece at the time, and he just grinded my teeth. Like I could feel my teeth grinding. I was So that guy tapped me, and then I went in the regular division. Then I beat 2 dudes there, and then faced Jamil, and then threw up in the trash can.
Yeah, it was
I was like,
crazy.
that was too many matches.
Here's the line.
Yeah, I went home. I had to ice my knee. My back was fucked up. But you know what, dude? That's the shit that now I like when I go to the finishers and we have the all day where it was the pro at night and in the morning, and I see guys like Jack Stapleton and like Chris Crawford and like those dudes go in there and do like Tim McNamara. They do like the morning. They'll come and do the open. And, you know, whatever, win 2-3 matches, get tapped, be like, all right, fuck it, got third, not care, and then just get all that footage and, like, get all that experience, and then they'll go and do a match at night, the pro, because, they're on the pro card, they win a match there, they lose, get choked out, and they're like, all right, fuck it. And then they just literally did 5 matches that day.
That's nuts.
Yeah, and then you get a lot of experience doing that, as opposed to, like, people are like, I'm not doing that, I'm not doing that. I mean, even guys like, even look at Frankie, he's really competitive, he's always in shit. He's doing when's Submission Underground? That's coming up. Ethan
This
versus
weekend.
PJ, that'll be a good match.
Wow.
That should be good. We rolled with after the jiu-jitsu overtime that Grace went against Danielle Kelly. We rolled with all the guys, most of them, that were in the tournament the next day. Everybody met up in the morning, like 8 a.m., which is early as fuck. And then we all rolled and stuff. It was really cool. I rolled with Ethan. He's a beast, dude. I mean, I competed against him before. Obviously, JM. I went against him a couple times, and dude, that guy's a beast. I rolled with Keith. I didn't roll with Keith. I rolled with Spencer. Yeah, I don't know, man. That was awesome. I don't even know what I'm talking about.
Craziness. Yeah, man, guys are really fucking good.
Yeah, it's awesome. It's just awesome to be
We're
in
really
the
good.
game too, and
Yeah.
just be, doing stuff and.
Dude, I think like a lot of jiu-jitsu guys would kill a lot of MMA fighters, like
Oh yeah.
if they fought. Just jiu-jitsu guys don't. Like I feel like a pure jiu-jitsu guy, a lot like if Cody Steele would get a hold of some guys, like I think he would ragdoll a
Oh
lot
yeah,
of
I
people.
think so too. I just think you'd have to. Our MMA squad is our finishersmma.com. Check us out. Like we got our MMA squad working real good. Obviously, me and JM running point at the school, always with the jiu-jitsu aspect of it. That's what we got into the most. And but we got a bunch of guys helping out our MMA guys, pro MMA fighters like Phil. Heckman was back the other night. Ricky Nuno, Jules Knighton. So shout out to all those guys. They're really helping our guys. And then we're gonna have a whole bunch of dudes coming up. Ryan Appleby, Jamie
Yeah, it's
Slowski,
crazy.
Artis, Brian, Bryant. Like we got Bryant. We're gonna put Brian in charge of our strength and conditioning now. So I don't know, dude. We're just fucking blowing up, dude. I love this shit. Listen, hey, Biden, Kamala Harris, we ain't shutting down ever again. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
Not happening.
I complain
Tom
about-
Wolf, the fuck out.
I complain about not having work, and then there's just so much.
Yeah, we got a lot of stuff
It's
to
never.
work on.
It's
yeah.
there's always fights.
Yeah, and we're gonna, dude. Yeah, we are mad though, and like we are still gonna try to get dictator.
Yeah, all that shit, yeah.
What's his name out? Just because it is, like.
I couldn't do that again last week. I was pissed off.
Yeah,
I think
yeah.
I was like hungover and like just Monday morning. I'm like,
Well, it
you know
does.
what I
It
mean?
makes you mad because it's like you want to go do stuff, and like here's a lot of people who sit on our ass and never do stuff, and here's us who want to do stuff, and look how many people we employ. Like 8 people at the school. When every time we have a tournament, like 10 different people get paid. You know what I mean? Like the school gets paid, we get paid, Juliana gets paid, Battle gets paid, our refs get paid, the guy, you know what I mean? The tournament winner gets paid, the guys have work. Imagine if we were able to do fights. The commission would get paid, the commentators would get paid, like everybody would get paid. We'd have to do a couple free, like we did the finishers in the beginning. Everybody would have to just believe in the thing and like do your own, make a thing out of it. And dude, everyone would get paid. We'd be able to pay people to film shit and like, we'd be giving out fucking jobs, dude. We're job creators over here and they just won't let us do it. And that's what annoys me the most. So
They won't let you eat next to each other. It sucks.
Yeah, you can't even
sense.
sit fucking next to each other, let alone have fights. That's where like we're just gonna do it somewhere else, man. We're just gonna have to make moves. I can't let them hold us down for too long. Maryland's not too far. Maryland ain't too. That's like 3 hours. We could have a tournament down in Maryland. I don't know why I didn't think about that. I tried Indian reservations. I tried fucking Indian
cool.
burial grounds. I tried fucking back alleys, dude. Nothing wants to, got to make some moves. Trying to get we got a couple leads on MMA fights too. I forgot. We know so many guys in MMA, so we got a couple leads on MMA fights. But I want the guys. If we could run a combat jiu-jitsu show in Cocoa Beach, fuck it. We'll go down to Cocoa Beach for the weekend. Ain't gonna be that hard. Get a whole bunch of our guys some experience striking.
Flights are cheap there too, right?
Yeah, it's like $140 or whatever. You can do that. Get your blood test. Go down there. It'd
be fun.
20 fights. Fit.
Who wouldn't want to go down for that weekend? I'd go down for that weekend.
Hell
I'd make
yeah,
time.
you gotta.
Fly out, fucking hang out, the beach.
I think someone said something about going to Florida, like it was a big deal. And I'm like, yeah, Florida, we can go to Florida anytime. Like, we can go to Florida, like, right now.
You're like,
we
I'm
can get in
not
the car
going
and
to
go
fucking Florida.
Yeah, you could literally. Well, because we don't want to. We do, but we don't.
Yeah. No, I get it, but it would be cool to go do that.
Yeah. We're gonna have to because I wanna keep this shit going, man, while we can. I don't want to be doing this.
Quit and film the whole thing.
Yeah, I don't want to be doing this when I'm like 60. I just want to be chilled back. This is the time to do it now. It's time to do it now, regardless of the circumstances. Like, we got to make moves. JM's working on, we're trying to go back to Japan. We're trying to, I don't know.
Yeah, that'd be crazy.
Got to do shit, dude.
Yeah, we'll see.
We
I
gotta
got a lot of work to do first.
do shit. Yeah, we got ADCC trials coming up eventually.
I'm excited for that. That's definite.
Yeah, everybody's in that. So
that we're gonna be deep at that.
Yeah.
I mean, dude, this is just like when I hang out with my dad sometimes, what we do, we just go fast on shit, you know what I mean? Or like we're doing reckless shit. That's when I feel like I don't feel like if I don't feel like I might die, like I'm not really having that much fun. You know what I mean? And I'm realizing that about myself. Like,
that's the way a lot of people are, man.
Yeah, and more so than I am. I'm realizing I have some of that in me. You know what I'm saying? Like, as I get older, like I have a good time going fast or whatever. You know what I mean? Or going like in jiu-jitsu, man. That's crazy. People don't even, they probably watch us, they have no idea all the shit that's going on. Like, you watch it, and then there's like 40, like, people will come in, they'll be like, do you ever hit people with like 3-piece combos, like in video games? I'm like, dude, I hit people with like 30-piece combos. Like, no offense, you know what I mean? But I'll go to a tournament and like pull guard, sweep a dude, get on top, twister him. And that's like 20 steps. Like, when I teach it in class, like, people come to my class, they're like, whoa, that's all that shit. Like, I know like, you know what I mean?
Remember Eddie was saying, like, how many moves Grace knows? She knows so much. Like, he's like, I don't know if anyone knows as many moves as Grace. Like,
it's crazy.
For women-wise, like, I don't think there's any woman out there that knows as many. There's, bigger girls that can beat Grace for sure, but, I don't know if there's any girls that can actually beat Grace. Like, or knows as many moves as her, as what I was saying. I just thought I had like 9 different thoughts go through.
It's fun to watch. I appreciate so much of you guys even bringing that into my life. I think more people should know about it. It's crazy. I mean, there definitely is a lot, but like knowing that, and I'll tell people like, oh, I'll put this on Sunday, Grace. They're like, who? And I'm like, dude, it's the 2 guys on the podcast. Yeah. It's fun telling the story. It's fun telling the story. Good story. It's fucking awesome.
It's not like it's a positive story. It's
not
like,
it's a great
totally
story.
Like, if you don't like Grace, like, you're voting for Biden, clearly. You know what I mean? Like,
you're going to clip that out.
Voting for Biden. Dude, people would be shitty, but now it's all, I mean, dude, we bitch like we don't get attention, man. All we got to do is do something, and the entire community, all that shit we just talked about, competing and all that, that's why we get the support we do. Because when we really need it, it's always there, It's pretty cool.
Yeah, guys are the man. And you know what? There are a lot of guys, the guys who fuck with us, like, look who it is. I mean, it's always the same. It's like the same crew. And then now it's cool to see a lot of the guys that aren't really competing anymore. They're bringing their guys. Like, they bring their crew. And then our crews, like, face each other.
That's cool.
Like, why, like, the township bitched at the place? Like, why don't they just let us fucking have a tournament? Like, how stupid is that? Guys want to go train and compete, and they're not allowed to? So dumb, dude. All right, how many jiu-jitsu guys have died from coronavirus? Ready?
Not one. How many famous guys? There's not one famous guy dead from jiu-jitsu.
Bullshit, dude.
You would think, like, everyone would be dropping dead. I mean, obviously, guys.
Yeah,
obviously,
come on.
We've been talking. I don't even want to.
I know, I don't want to get started on it, but that's the thing. Just let us do our thing.
Yeah.
You know, we got insurance and shit. What the fuck, dude? We're doing our thing. But we are going to do it. We're going to do shit. We're figuring it out. So don't worry about that, people. We're figuring it out. Let's give a shout out to, how about shout out Armbar Club? Ted Park from Armbar Club. He's our new sponsor.
Yeah.
He's a beast. He's, like I was saying before, he's got the, if you checked out Armbar Club on Instagram and then you peep it, all his are like, well, he's got a lot of different logos, but he's got all the guys throwing the arm bars. He's got like Trump armbar and Fauci. He's got
a couple of the wrestlers too.
Yeah,
like
he's got some
Hogan doing Sting or something.
Yeah, there's some dope ones on there. So he's sending us a bunch of
Trump.
shirts. Yeah, Trump
Armbar,
and Fauci.
dude. That
Carol Baskin.
Yeah.
those
Armbar.
are great. Those are great.
What a great idea. So check those out. He's been designing a whole bunch of stuff for us too. So check him out, Armbar Club. And then he also has Jiu-Jitsu Type, which is another, I don't know if you saw that one. I got a bunch of people some shirts. They're coming. They are.
Is that all the logos you've been putting up?
Yeah,
like the old like 80s stuff?
Yeah, they're all the different. It's
Yeah.
like jiu-jitsu, the word jiu-jitsu, like all different themed.
Yeah.
You know, there's like frosted flakes. I mean, not frosted flakes. What's the one cereal? Now he has a million of them. Now I'm blanking on all of them. But go check that shit out. No, he has a whole bunch of shit.
Like
yeah, those are the ones I keep sharing. If you guys follow me on Instagram,
I mean, there's so many.
Yeah, there's so many.
It's
There's
crazy.
Rick and Morty. There's Burger King. There's it's every one. There's like every different type of logo
Burger
you could
King
think
shirt?
of. Yeah, it's
I just
it's
started
like the
wearing Burger King
style.
shirts.
It's
You
a
should.
style.
I understand, but just like if I wanted
Yeah.
a Burger King shirt.
Don't you remember back in the day? That's another thing we could bring back. Another shout out to Bill the Grill Cooper is back in the day. He used to wear. He would compete in a pair of like shorts and a big white T-shirt,
Yeah, we
like
used
an
to do shit like
oversized
that,
white
yeah.
T-shirt. And then for a while, JM was just rolling during the day with like he'll still do it every now and then, but it was just a huge white T-shirt. And you're grappling somebody, and what happens is the shirt gets sopping wet, and the neck gets all wrung out, right?
Yeah.
So if you get mount on someone, you could just get underneath, and the shirt is like basically it's like you're getting waterboarded underneath. You're like, you know what I mean? It's like basically like you're wearing a mask. You know what I mean? The whole time. So, and yeah, it just, you used to wear that shit like a big, it would just say Bud Light. It was like a free shirt.
Yeah,
It's a
the
free
promotional,
shirt.
the bargains out. We don't have your size. Here, take this.
Double XL, you're just rolling in it. What about at back in the day at Tiger Schulman's Bethlehem too? He had all these free shirts in the back that he'd have from like, they would do a program for like women's self-defense, and it would be like women's safe.
Yeah.
Or it'd be like karate tiger cubs, right? They call the little kids the tiger cubs. And there'd be all these shirts back there, and every time George would come in to train, he would never have the right stuff. And he would be wearing these white pants, and he would go back there and steal a shirt like every time and then wear it and throw it out.
Yeah.
The free woman safe shirts, just a white tee, just sweats
Habitual
totally
line
through it.
stepper.
Yeah. Yeah, why do you never have the right shit? Remember, that was a story about from Eddie Bravo about Hanato Laranja too. Remember, he told that story when Hanato first started coming to jiu-jitsu class. He never had any of the right stuff. Like he would be coming to jiu-jitsu in like a pair of jeans and like a t-shirt. And Eddie was like, "Hey, I never want you to get the right stuff," because he started getting good, and he would be like on the mat with like jean short or like cargo shorts and like, which we don't ever let anybody roll in that shit now because it'll ruin our mats. But yeah, he used to just come in the wrong shit, and then Eddie got disappointed when he actually bought like gear to wear, and he was like, "Oh," he was like upset. He was like, "That was like your thing." He got mad when he got the right stuff.
Yeah.
Now, if you don't wear the right stuff, we'll kill you.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
I don't even have the time. I just look at you like,
Dude.
I just tell you can't take class.
Yeah.
Guys been showing up just like trying to. I mean, they're young guys, so it's cool. A lot of my guys that show up for class, they're they don't mean ill will. Like they're just ignorant. You know what I mean? So I'm not too. Some people I'm not too hard on, most, but some people are like intentionally like. When you intentionally, like, I tell you and then I tell you and I tell you, then it's problems.
Yeah. It's great having Andrew, too, because shout out to Andrew Jones. Andrew Jones 10P is our manager. It's
He's
great
been with
having
you guys
him,
a couple
too.
years now?
I don't even know. He's doing a great job, though, man. He's
Dude,
killing
Andrew,
it.
I don't even
Yeah.
think about the office anymore because Andrew.
Yeah.
he's
I just
insane.
tell him, too. Like, I'm
That's
like, yo,
huge to
see that
have.
guy fucking around over there?
I
Go
teach
tell that
jiu-jitsu.
guy, yeah.
That's all I do. It's
Go
crazy.
tell that guy to get rid of his shorts or whatever. Like, something like that. But that's how they do it at all the big gyms. Like, you go to Marcelo's, like, you take your shirt off on the mat like JM did. Like Marcelo doesn't come over and tell you to put your shirt back on because there's weird rules at Marcelo's for some reason. You can't take your shirt off on the mat because it's disrespectful. So like some other big goon will come over and be like, put your shirt on. Or wasn't it Bernardo told you, right?
Yeah. Hey, it's
their rules.
I get it.
Their house.
I get it.
You know what I mean?
I get it. I know, like when we went to Japan, like don't take your rash guard off.
Yeah.
Because like tattoos and stuff, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Especially everyone's culture with women is way different. You know what I mean? You're taking your shirt off. It's just like he's Brazilian. You know what I mean? So he's probably just that's how it's been there.
Yeah.
Since he's been a kid, and he just probably can't stand it. You know what I mean? It's all good.
Yeah, well, that's why we have Andrew. I'm like, yo, tell that guy right there.
Sometimes
to take
I'm
that
like,
fucking
yo,
shirt
put
off.
your fucking shirt on. Like, you know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
I don't want to see you like.
I don't want
I don't
really want the guys doing kickboxing with their shirt off. Just put a different shirt on.
Put a shirt on.
There's people. There are like kids in class.
It's
and
different.
Stuff
You're in like a fight team practice.
Yeah. Then you can do
obviously.
whatever you want. Yeah.
But like
And
during like
80cc.
the beginner classes, dude. Like when I'm running beginner class, like put a shirt on.
Yeah.
Put a shirt on. Yeah. Hey, put a shirt on.
Put a shirt on, dude.
You know what I mean?
What else I write down? Oh,
Wear pants.
Yeah. Shout out to Rubber Guard Assassins also.
Absolutely.
They were pumped about Armbar.
Yeah. Well,
He was like, dude, they came on too. He's like, that's fucking awesome.
We've all been working together for a while, like me and JM, the guy from Rubber Guard Assassins, and everybody that works with them. Like we've been, when they were really pumped that we gave them a shout out back in the day on the Finishers podcast, and we brought it up on the TV and everything. Ross brought it up, and he was all pumped about that. He's like, you guys were one of the first guys, like, and you always remember that shit, like when someone like believes in you first, or
sure.
someone's like, yo, this is a dope idea, Rubber Guard Assassin is cool because they put up so many different, moves from all over. Like you got 10 Planet, whatever, Dubai. They're, you got all these different people have like a little bit different tweaks on their moves. It's really cool. Sometimes I'll just go on there and I'll get in a stoned frenzy where I'm just like watching, just going through. I'm like, yeah, I'm like, oh, cool. Or here's us from back in the day. It's cool. And he's deep into conspiracies too, so we're on the same level there. If you're not Tower 7 and above, dude.
Man, he's got that. He made that quote. Rubber Guard Assassins made that quote to me, dude. That's so dope. Like, they got a Boogie one, they got a Jean-Jacques one, and I have he just ripped it off of a video I put a Grace up and put it like my picture behind it. It's pretty fucking cool.
Yeah, go on, check them out. They're on Instagram. He's gonna be dropping stuff.
Shout out to Theo Vaughn because he kind of put that in my head. That was cool. I hope he's doing good.
Who?
I was like harsh about Theo Vaughn.
Theo Vaughn?
I'm kind of trying to give him a chance again. You know what I mean? Yeah, just give it. Sometimes you just need time.
Yeah.
From people, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, sometimes, yeah. We'll see what happens with all the other guys. Like I said, we were saying, Brian Callen went back on the offensive and was like, I did not fucking do that.
He's
you
doing
guys.
a show tour. He's doing a tour
Hillary
about
was
that.
like, Sex in the City is on. Brian Callen's in it. She's like, Brian Callen. She was watching it.
Yeah.
She just had reruns on. I was doing something. And then she's like, she said it to me like 4 times. She's like, Brian Callen's on Sex in the City. I'm like, yeah. He's been on stuff a long time.
Yeah, I mean, he just said, fuck it.
I don't know. Like, she's like, I'm going to watch Sex in the City because Brian Callen's in it.
You should be like, turn that off.
Yeah, I'm like,
let's cancel Sex in the City.
Roseanne and shit. It's cool.
Roseanne's
it's cool. I'm
fun.
always up to something though. I can't sit and like watch it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's in the background. It's
same thing. Vampire Diaries. We'll watch that, and then like I can't like I'll watch it and I like it, but I'm also like sometimes I'm like, I'm like, oh man, this is cool because the one dude is funny or whatever. But then I'll just do other stuff while I'm doing it, and then I'll just be like, all right, I need a fucking break. I'm just gonna watch this for a couple minutes or just lay there and stretch and stuff. I mean, honestly, dude, I've watched most Netflix. There ain't much.
I'm back on Sopranos. I made it to season 2.
Bro, I gotta cancel. I think I gotta cancel Netflix, dude.
Yeah.
I think that's the right thing to do right now.
I just have Hulu because Hulu's connected to ESPN. So I get the ESPN through your Hulu or whatever. Because I want to watch UFC.
I bought 3 books from Amazon last night, too.
Nice. Yeah, that's
well. No, he said he wasn't going to do that.
Why?
I didn't fucking do that.
He doesn't want to support Amazon.
Oh, that's right.
Remember I was talking shit?
Yeah, right, but it's fucking, it's hard to do. I was going to buy a cookbook, and then I used to go to like the bookstore, and it's $36, and I didn't care. I liked the process. Then I can find it used for $4.
Yeah.
I'm like, I'm not fucking getting in my car and driving.
You know what? I've been going on
do that too.
Audible is connected to Amazon.
I always
too,
forget to do that.
Up. Yeah, Audible. I listen to a lot of stuff too.
Oh, Amazon runs books.
Yeah, check out. And because I have Amazon Prime, my Audible gives me free credits all the time, so I'm constantly just getting free Audible books.
Yeah.
Nice.
I'm listening to and reading at the same time the Align method. Trying to get that guy to come on my podcast. That thing's pretty cool. Just all about because my back's so fucked up. Doctor says I need a bacchiotomy. And then
that guy's Uber's posture, Jesus. I've seen videos of that guy.
Yeah.
Yeah, that guy's like, his posture is crazy.
Yeah, he doesn't, and dude, he really doesn't lift weights. It's just
He doesn't lift weights?
It's mostly all body weight shit. He does does a lot of like hanging and pull-ups.
It just takes so long. Like
Yeah, I
body
know.
weight, that's like, oh.
Well,
Not
I mean,
long, but.
you know, when you look at a dude like that and like see how he's like that, like not that I mean I'm checking him out, but I mean some of those poses and it's like shit that you just, you know, dudes just stay in those, can do yoga for a long time, you know, and just get really jacked from that, like
Yeah.
you know.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
But yeah, man, that's tough. I mean, if you want to, I'm trying to get jacked now that I'm retired, dude.
There's
I'm
no
just
way
buying
that
a
guy
bunch of shit.
That guy lifts weights.
He gotta lift weights. You know, he probably what he does is, I bet he doesn't bench and shit, but I bet he does like.
I'm sure he doesn't bench like a meathead. I'm sure he benches. Or I'm sure he.
Yeah, he's
he
probably
trains.
doing pull-ups with
trains
like
with
weights
weights.
on
There's
it.
no way
He's
you don't
probably
train at
doing
all.
like these
You know what I want?
machines.
You know what I want? I
These
might
machines.
get with my birthday money is that GSP, those water weights. You ever see them?
No.
Those shit GSP works out with? That looks
for
fucking
inside
cool.
the water. Yeah.
and
Those
it's
are cool
like-
shit.
That's cool.
And then there's
I could do a workout like that a week, you know what I mean? Like, that'd
Yeah.
be sweet.
yeah, that would be sick.
Add that to the resume, you know?
I just want to be consistent lifting weights. That's why we're getting all this shit. Ryan said he's delivering some of the weight equipment to the school today, which is dope.
Yeah. It's just maintenance.
Yeah.
Weightlifting is like maintenance.
Well, I got that
this point.
other bar, that different kind of bar. I like that one because it's easier on my wrist because I got bitch wrists. You know what I mean? Like
Yeah.
this one. This one right here, my fucking wrist fall apart. I'm like so old, dude.
It's crazy.
Like,
My
oh.
grandmother was saying she has to call ahead to use a gym. Like, she has to, like,
Yeah.
give 2 days notice.
Yeah, it's nuts.
I didn't
Well,
even
that's
know
why we're
Planet
just
Fitness
building.
was back
We're just
until
building
they
our own
billed
gym
me.
out now. And then once we can finally move, we're just gonna put a sauna because I'm like pissed about Steel Fitness because you can't even use a sauna. I'm like, this is so stupid.
Yeah.
So now I'm gonna just have to get a sauna. That's probably what we're gonna have to do.
Yeah. I mean, Thor has one, right?
Yeah, he has one in his house, in his living room.
Thor's
That
got
was
a cool
funny when he
setup.
installed that. It's like sauna in my living room. I was like, that's
Smart move,
yeah.
dude.
Why
Thor's
wouldn't
a
you?
legend, dude.
Most I also read on, or listened on Audible, and I did read High G or whatever that is, like you know, the Netherlands and all that shit, like the way they live, like with their low lighting and like every house in the Netherlands has sauna and steam room in it. Like their bathroom is usually also a steam room. Like, because a lot of them have stand-up showers, and then they always have like just saunas built into all these houses.
Yeah. Russians.
You know?
Russian
Yeah.
sauna.
Yeah.
Arseny has a sauna. He has it right in his house. It's
Yeah, I saw
sick.
that video. Sick. He goes in that sauna, takes bong hits, and then jumps right in the pool.
Yeah,
Sick.
we train in there. Like, he'll tap you out. Like, if you're not used to doing sauna, like, it's hot enough where people will be like, I can't take it
Yeah,
anymore.
get me out. Yeah,
And they tap. You know, gotta breathe.
it's hard, dude. I've been, man, some of those ones when I was cutting weight to 35, doing the last couple, ounces or pound with the sauna, dude. I was
There's guys that just going. I
dying,
mean,
dude.
you ever see like old Hispanic dudes in the sauna? Like, I've done saunas in
Yeah.
Yeah.
LA Fitness, like
Yeah.
in
Yeah,
Los
yeah, yeah.
Angeles, and there's just like it's just 12 dudes in like an LA Fitness sauna. It's pretty
Yeah, old Hispanic dudes in LA don't give a fuck, and they don't feel heat or cold.
right. Yeah,
They're just like immune to all that shit because they'll fall asleep in the sauna. I'm like getting out every 15
Yeah,
minutes.
it's,
like,
it's
"Ugh."
tough.
Yeah.
It's
He
tough.
just sits there like,
I used to go to the Y, and
Yeah.
what was the other one over here?
that's gangster.
forgot about that.
The place over here had a sauna too, where you got the weird fucking skin thing from swimming in their
LA
pool.
Fitness.
LA Fitness over
Yeah.
here.
Yeah.
Yeah, I used to go in that one.
And then,
That's it. You get skin thing
Yeah.
fucking around. You know what I mean? I had a ringworm on my butt cheek the other day.
Yeah.
I got rid of it in 3 days. It happened.
And
that was bad though. What happened to you?
yeah,
That
Was it
was
from the
so
pool?
it was from the hot tub,
I
But
used
it
to- I used to
Eddie
go
takes
in
like
the-
vitamins and shit.
Yeah,
I
the
don't
only
spend
reason-
any money on vitamins.
he
really.
probiotics supposed to help with shit like that. It was a form of staph infection that I got from probably because I shaved like in the morning. Then I went and swam, and then I went in the hot tub.
Yeah, you're all cut.
It got
up.
in my neck probably, and then just.
Well, then you just ran. Come on, bro.
I was out for a month basically.
Yeah,
Almost
I
with
remember.
that. Yeah.
You scared me. I never.
I
wanted
mean,
to
no.
go in the
I
pool
actually
again.
didn't shave that morning. I shaved the night before, so I
Yeah.
figured I was all right. Because
That
but
sucked.
dude, and you know what though? But a million times I was there, and I used to when I lived at the school. At the end of the night, I'd be all sweaty. I'd change, then I'd drive someone else's car. Sometimes he would let me use his car. I would drive over to the LA Fitness, shower, shave my head, and then come back to the school, finish cleaning up, and then sleep on the mat. And I never got shit. Coronavirus, dude. Come on, dude. I was showering and shaving at the fucking gym and living on the mat where people sweated.
Yeah.
You know?
You were the one who told me to do that.
Yeah, that's
I was
right.
like, I don't know what I'm going to do. You're like, I'll tell you how to live like a pirate. Go get a $10 gym
live
membership.
like a fucking savage for a minute, dude.
That was one of the best advice I've ever gotten from someone.
Yeah, we had a
and
fridge,
I did it.
fridge and mic in the back. I mean, that's even just my wife was like, yeah, you guys should really need to put your whole story down on like a podcast.
You should.
Or you just narrate it or someone asks you questions or something. But
That's a crazy
yeah,
story.
We should. We probably will one day, like the finisher's history. I could go back through. What's cool is that, like, going through my old YouTube, I can go back through. I used to make, like, every year Instagram would make, like, a flip thing of, like, all of my pictures. And most of all my pictures on Instagram are, like, you know, martial arts shit anyway. So then I just put music to it, put it on YouTube. Now I have that shit. So, like, that, I can go back to that and have those. So it'll also, not only can I see it, but it'll remind me of shit that happened. So I can kind of chronologically put it in order. Because as for like 8 months ago, when I needed to find out, I had no idea what year we even opened. People would be like, what year do you open? I'd be like, fucking
yeah, it's you know what, man, it's been a blur. Like, we don't if we don't talk about like our matches and stuff, I forget. Like,
I know.
It's been weekend. I mean, this is all we've been doing for years.
When you guys post the pictures of like you guys fighting as kids, like the last one you posted, you were like, I'm out here fighting grown ass men, and you look so fucking young in it. And I was like, holy shit, man!
It blows my mind. I'm like, dude, I was a kid doing
I'm like,
that shit.
I was like,
I was brave
and
as
you were
fuck.
coming right at him in the picture, and I was just like, damn, that's a crazy
dude,
picture.
I cleaned that guy's clock hard.
That's a cool picture.
Yeah, when you're 19, you're like, I'm gonna knock this old fuck out.
Well, you know what? You know what happened is he swept me off my feet. Like, he was playing.
Yeah.
He like swept me, and I got pissed off. I'm like, all right, motherfucker. Just bum rushed him, dude.
Yeah, that one I remember. That was the one that Edwin took a video sideways or some stupid shit,
sucks,
right?
dude.
It's so
Some
hard.
of my fight footage is
Yeah,
absolute trash.
I got so mad because the footage itself. Like, these kids these days, they put up, like, if you hit one transition, get your back taken and choked out, it's on Instagram. And I'm like, damn, man, dude, I've lost more shit than most people have even tried. You know, like, I have so many, dude, same with him. What we have now in the Finishers archives is huge. Imagine if we had all the stuff from when we were kids. My dad does have some old. I tried Michael Fortes' dad. Oh, I taped over those. Why the
just going to boxing
Michael
gyms and
Marty,
shit.
dude. Why would
Remember
you
when you could
fucking
tape over stuff?
that shit, dude? He might have just been telling me that at the time, and he was busy and didn't feel like
They
looking
had
through
that. Michael was good.
it. Dude, they gotta have that shit, dude.
Mike Fortes was like knocking guys out. He's fighting a lot of people.
Dude, I remember at the
fights.
I put up my one COC the other day. You used to remember that old? I got some of those, the old Challenge of Champions, like where you're fucking fighting a guy and you could take him down and grapple him, and you know it was like an MMA fight but to the body. And they said controlled kicks to the head, but that didn't fucking. You'd kick the shit out of someone's head if you wanted to. People were getting laid out all the time.
Yeah.
But that was gangster back in the day. He's got to have.
But guys would, you know, most people would like take it off. You know.
Yeah,
what I mean?
yeah.
Like, you could just kick someone in the head. You don't have to knock them out. With
But
it.
that did happen a bunch of times though.
Yeah, I mean, both.
You're
Both
bound
happen.
you're bound to like run into a shin every now and then. But I'm gonna ask. I'm going back to Marty.
It depends
Fortes.
what division you were in. Like, your divisions, there was guys trying to knock each other out with head kicks. Everyone else's divisions was like normal. You know, people had like control and shit. Like, we're just trying to do martial arts. We're not trying to kill each other.
Trying to knock each other out with head kicks.
You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
it's a stupid, like, you know what I mean? That's a stupid tournament to sign up for, honestly. Like a face kicking tournament. Like, why? That ends so badly.
Yeah.
That ends so badly.
Well, you
Like,
couldn't kick directly in the face. Garzilla knocked out a Russian guy one time too. I remember him telling me before. He's like, I'm gonna go out there and I'm gonna look at the guy's legs and I'm gonna kick as hard as I can to the head. But you know what? That guy eventually, I think that guy just ate the kick, went down, and actually took him down afterwards. Those Russian guys were tough as shit.
Kicking is scary because you can kill someone with a kick for sure.
Yeah.
Like, you can kill someone with a punch too.
Yeah, but you kind of like are seeing punches, but sometimes that kick comes and you're
both
not
can kill
even. Yeah, you're not even. You just boom. It'd be so nice to have.
Kicks are massive. I mean, all the most techniques I'm like watching, like boxing and MMA doesn't scare me as much as like the boxing works in MMA, because a lot of time guys like kick the legs real well. Like, if you get kicked in the leg, that is
Yeah.
yikes. You can't allow your legs to get kicked, and you kicks, you got to deal with kicks first, because the range in UFC is way different, right? Like you're starting a boxing range is different than a MMA range. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Those guys start out further and they kick each other.
Yeah.
Ryan Hall's real good at just keeping guys away,
away,
with
yeah.
kicks. That's hard.
Yeah.
Like imagine keeping like a Shane Burgos off you with kicks.
Yeah,
like
right.
that dude's gonna walk through that shit.
Yeah.
He's gonna want to get you. You know, like
You'd have to kick him entirely really hard.
really well.
Yeah.
For a long, and
Yeah.
that's guys have good kicks. I mean, like who's got
How about-
Cheeto with that calf kick.
Yeah, what about-
That's a devastating kick. Your
How about
foot don't
Justin?
work?
How
Yeah.
about Justin Gaethje, dude?
Oh yeah.
How about Henry
wow.
Cejudo?
Yeah.
These are wrestler guys that are like, hey, look, I can blast out his leg and I don't give a fuck about my own. Let me just wail my leg against his. It's going to hurt him more.
Cejudo
you know?
just mad dogs everybody right
Yeah.
now.
He
Like,
just comes out and just wails a leg. Remember Dominic was like trying to jump over him?
Yeah.
Like, dude, you know those hurt. I used to fight when all my fights back in the day. I never fought anyone who was one time I fought a Muay Thai. I was a crazy leg kicker and my leg was fucked up, like in a kickboxing match. But I was pretty decent at the guys that I fought, keeping them away. But when I fought De Silva at the Sands there, he kicked me like 3 times.
Yeah.
Where all my weight was on my front foot because I didn't fight in like 10 years. Like, so right when they said go, dude, I was like, I just want to fucking get close to him. And he was just like, I'm going to keep you away from me because I don't know what this guy's all about. He took the last notice and he like fainted me. And I was like, you know what I mean? Like, just getting ready, like, oh shit, like we're about to throw down. And he just kicked my leg real hard. And I like jumped back and I was like, ooh, that hurt. And he just looked at me like, yeah, bitch, that hurt, right? And I was like, all right, we're about, then like we tied up and like I grabbed the overhook and I was like, and we're on the ground. You know what I mean? But I was trying to grapple him. But yeah, dude, after that, that's how that's how I found out about cryotherapy. Because we had a flight like 2 weeks later or a week later to California for EBI. And I remember flying out there and my leg was like demolished. He's like,
Yeah.
what? I remember Eddie being like, what's wrong with you? I was like, dude, I ate some leg kicks in that fight. He's like, oh, really? You know, because he watched the fight, but it doesn't seem like shit when you watch it. But remember the old shout out to Carmelo Marrero. Remember you know Carmelo, right?
Yeah, he
You've seen
kicked
him.
me.
Yeah, remember that shit?
I
Oh,
couldn't walk
shit.
for 3 weeks.
Yeah.
And he gave me. He's like, that was like 35-40.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's like if he was trying to hurt you with that kick, he'd break your leg. 100%.
Oh my god!
He
And then
did break
right before,
Rodney. He fucked up
Well, that's
Coach
what,
Rod.
dude. I went up there with
Remember that?
Shivey, and I didn't know anybody up there.
Charity, dude.
We were just starting to start talking, and you guys were kind of coming on, and I remember I brought on Carmelo, and I was like, kick me for a promo, and we're up there, and as soon as we're in the building, I'm like, I fucked up.
Yeah.
Like Scott
Look at him,
Heckman
dude.
and all these guys are waiting because they know what's coming. So Melo's late. And probably on purpose, and I'm just fucking sweating buckets. And Rodney starts telling a story about how they were fucking around in the gym, and fucking Melo kicked him so hard it blew his fucking knee out. I'm pulling Shivey aside, going, dude, the Rodney's knows what he's doing. Should I even be doing something like this? And I was nauseous, and I was like, all right, let's do it. And they all stood there and laughed. I think Frick was there.
Yeah.
Dude, no way.
It
I'm
hurt.
not
hurt.
letting anyone kick my leg ever.
He kicked Shivey then, but Shivey knew how to stand. I was just standing like this.
Doesn't even matter though. He's a bigger guy.
Yeah.
Like you're just gonna take a
No,
freaking
I fucking
shot.
I felt like a pile of fucking potatoes, like a sack of potatoes, and I couldn't walk right for 3 fucking weeks.
Yeah.
3 fucking weeks.
At
My
least.
whole side was fucking purple.
That guy trains to.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's how I found
Kill
out
you with a
about
He's
kick.
awesome. I want to have him back on.
That's how I
want him
found
back
out
on.
about
I haven't talked to
cryo.
him in a while.
You know, Eddie was like, you got to go down to the cryo lab. You know, we went down there and it helped. Obviously, it didn't fix it at the time,
Yeah.
but just the getting it really cold.
Yeah, Gaethje's leg
And
kicks are insane, dude.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. He's not even he's not like some Thai fighter. He just fucking
coming up.
wails.
So it's
legs.
like-
Coming
yeah.
up. We're almost like 2 months away from that fight.
Yeah, it'll be a sick
October.
fight. You gotta watch the fight. I can't wait to see it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's gonna be a sick fight.
I haven't wanted to watch a fight in a while. That's a really good one. I mean, I watched them,
the
but I'm
Frankie
like,
Edgar fight was good.
of course, because I skipped it.
The guy he fought, Brazilian guy.
Yeah, it was tough.
He cracked him in the leg a couple times. I mean,
Yeah, that was tough,
gotta
man.
know the defense. That calf kick is huge. Everyone's been calf
Yeah.
kicking. Now you're seeing guys ending fights with it.
Yeah.
Like, if you don't respect it, boom, you're gonna get the night is over.
How much of a shithead was O'Malley? Just
I didn't pay attention.
Ugh.
Dude. Dude,
Ugh.
people don't get it because, like, I'm gonna be salty after a loss. I'd give it everything I have.
Yeah.
You're gonna be salty after. There's no way you're gonna react. That's fake. Like when they do right after they do a quote and they do like a press conference and you have it ready to say like, okay, that's how you lose, right? And then in private you're gonna talk shit. That's whatever.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
No one's. I don't. I'm not mad at people for being salty.
Let
after
them run
losing.
it. They'll run it again.
He'll
Fuck
get it.
it.
He'll
I
get
think
over
so.
it.
Yeah.
But I mean, like, dude, it is what it is. What are you gonna do?
Well, a lot of people have never put a lot of
Right.
put a lot of work into something. You expect to be pissed off. I mean, I've seen, a lot of guys where
I understand it.
I got older and, I didn't get that mad anymore because I was like just having fun out there. But I see a lot of guys that are young guys that just take a loss and then they're crying afterwards. They're throwing shit. They're pissed. They want to win. It's an emotional fucking thing because not only is it tied to your brain and your mental capacity, but it's also tied to your physical. You're using your body so much where most people don't ever use their body for shit, and your just body is putting in work, and then all of a sudden, you go out there, do the thing, and you lose, and then you're like, I remember a couple of times like putting on a face for everybody, and then going in the shower and crying and just being like, fuck these fucking piece of shit. I would have fuck it. You know what I mean? Just getting all mad and then just come out and be like, I'm cool.
It wasn't
you all
even
right,
so
man?
much.
I'm
Shower
fine.
cries.
It wasn't even so much that I was annoyed with. I guess it's just the character that he's turning into. Like you said it before, like the whole Fortnite thing with Izzy. So I kind of was like bringing that over to him, and then like he's got like his throne, and I don't really like his manager that much. So I was on the fence with him, and then after he like was like, oh, I tripped and did like an Irish jig, I was like, I'm out on you, bro.
Fuck these guys.
Yeah.
Shit's dumb.
Nah, I'm just kidding. Yeah, I think.
And believe me, I'm a McGregor fan, so I'm a big
That's
fan
fine.
of talking shit and all that stuff. But I was just like, yeah, you're just like appealing to fucking kids.
Yeah, we'll see. We'll see when he keeps fighting more guys. But yeah, I don't know. So today you coming to class and everything tonight?
Hell yeah.
Like regular? Nice. Be in for 8. I
Get
got 2
slathered
classes tonight.
afterwards, boy.
Slather, dude. That,
Slather up before
that was
class,
crazy.
man.
That was fun.
That was
Thank you for
intimidating.
bringing that.
No problem.
It's so much better starting our
Slathered
Monday
and-
this way than yelling and fucking slamming coffees.
Yeah, I had this.
I'm
My
so
second
relaxed.
coffee. I was nervous because I was like 2 coffees.
It's slathered
This
in
was good.
the finest distillate.
This was good.
The bubbly.
Yeah, that was pretty good. I was like, I was nervous about my bike. I told you guys that.
Yeah, we'll be good. Oh, also before we leave, real quick,
We
I
did
just
the
want to make sure.
sponsors.
Yeah, no, we did
Right?
those, but now we got to sell our shit. Those are the
Oh
sponsors.
shit!
We
All
gotta
right, we gotta sell our shit. Buy our
I
shit,
always
too.
forget to do that part.
Shopfinishers.com. Yeah, shopfinishers.com. Go on there, buy some stuff. There's rash guards up there. There's a ton of stuff. Some hoodies if you're getting ready for hoodie season. FinishersMMA.tv. That's going back behind a paywall, so it's $6 a month. But Preet's going to be filming stuff. We're going to be putting all types of shit up. So if you're still sitting at home, or if you're in some Democrat-ass state, and you got some pansy liberal running your state, and he's like, oh, man, we got to stay closed because of blah, 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 then you might want to get Finishers TV. So that's all I got to say about that. Mike, anything?
NeverAgainClothing.com. I'm bringing back the Governor Wolf shirts. Then I have the COVID summer shirts. That's with Keystone Munitions. They're going to come on the podcast soon.
Nice.
And there may be talk of, moving some ammo out of here.
Damn, that'd be sick.
Yeah, it's cool. We're talking about doing some stuff. Shivy's excited about it, but if you want to support Keystone at the moment while they're making you more ammo, you can get their T-shirt. It's like a collab thing we did. All my T-shirts are on there. All the podcasts are on there. And
Can you
that's about
buy ammo directly from them?
Not now because you can't get ammo anywhere. So all they're supplying to is their their stores that sell it, and then they're kind of like the loyal people, but I don't think they really ever do, like, you can't get it direct
to consumer.
Yeah.
They don't do that.
Yeah.
But I can start doing that out of here for them.
Nice. Awesome. Yeah, well, hey, we'd sell
Yeah,
ammo.
dude, that's a fucking good idea. That's a good idea.
Yeah. I think I'm gonna end up turning the next place up the street into like a bodega. Just sell all the people that come on show shit and fucking just be the middleman. Like I could definitely move D's pickles out of there.
Yeah,
I could sell mozzarella,
fucking
CBDs,
boner
ammo.
pills.
But I'll make it look like a New York City bodega, the lobby.
Guys are hanging out in the corner, bro.
Yeah.
Ammo.
Pay body to come up here.
Yeah. That's
Big
hilarious.
Body. Shout out to Bethlehem.
Yeah.
Dude, Big Body, I met him in Vegas once.
He's dope.
Him and the Alchemist were playing craps. I didn't want to go over and like ruin the craps situation, so I was just chilling when we left. And then when we came back, they were still there. And then they were about to go up the elevator. I was like, "Yo, Body!" I just shook his hand.
Yeah.
That was about
He
it.
makes that show. He's so funny.
The dude's the man. But shout out to Big Body. Shout out to everybody at Finishers MMA. Shout out to the fam. Shout out to everybody. Happy birthday, JM.
Happy birthday.
And talk to you guys next week. Thanks for
Slather it
listening.
up.
Peace.
Slather.
I'm